Hi, this is Diego, the co-founder of NutriAdmin, and this is a short tutorial demonstrating how the calendar appointments and reminders work in NutriAdmin. So, first of all, imagine we have a client called example client. So, you can have meetings with this client, you can have different sorts of events. So, if you go to a calendar, you see this view for this week. It's currently May 2016. So you can just simply create new event over here, or even better, just click the date you want. Imagine I want this Saturday at 12 p.m. I click. So you can just say, I'm going to have a meeting with this example client. So meeting with example client. And the good thing about NutriAdmin is that all the data is integrated. So you have a list of your clients in here. You can click example client and add some notes, such as remember to ask about his blood pressure at event. Right, imagine now we have a meeting in several months' time. So I'm gonna click in here, someone, or imagine like, even if you have meetings for next week, if you are overwhelmed with many clients, it's difficult to perhaps keep all the information about his client organized. So what you can do is, if you set a meeting here, for example, in July, which is 2 months ahead of our current date, call example client. Perhaps this is call and ask for progress, because imagine we have a meeting tomorrow, and then I want to call in 2 months to ask about progress. So I can say ask about progress from previous meeting, client, example client. So when you're scheduling a date in the future, there is this tick box you can add, send reminder to client 24 hours before event. So what this means is, I can highlight it here, 24 hours or whatever amount of time you want to set before, the client can get an auto-generated email that is going to contain a link to the date, your address, and a link for the client to complete your questionnaire if he has not done it yet. And you'll be seeing the email, so you can reply over this email and add extra information or clarifications if you need to. So this way, when you have many clients and you're setting many appointments, you don't have to remember about this chasing up emails. Perhaps your clients can not comply and not send you the questionnaire, or they can simply not show up to the date because they were busy, they changed their plans, etc. So these reminders is just with ticking a box, you can increase your compliance, and also without being pushy, without having to do it yourself, send emails and say, hey, don't forget that tomorrow we have a meeting. When the message is sent by an auto-generated email with nice formatting, and it's always perceived as less pushy by a client. You could also reply with extra information. So let's tick this box, add event. Right, so now I have a client call here. If I go to my clients, I check example client, there's a tab with appointments, which includes these 2 appointments I had. So this also includes appointments in the past. So imagine now we are half a year in the future and I want to review the record for example client. I can see all the different events we had in the past, all the different meetings, and I know instantly in a glance what is the status with this person. I know, is this someone that I just met recently or someone that I met long ago, how long ago? I could create an appointment and schedule a new retest, for example. So sometimes you will want to have, let's say, a blood test with a client, and you want to repeat the test in X amount of months to check if certain concentrations of certain hormones have changed, etc. You can just create it in here. And finally, a tab with the reminders. We know that there is a reminder schedule here, so this will be sent automatically, an email. Right now, okay, many people use Google Calendar. So if you go quickly to settings, show Google settings, there's a button that can link your account with Google. So what this means is that in the calendar, your events that you have already in Google Calendar are gonna show in here as well as blue boxes. And any new events that you add in NutriAdmin, there is a box to add them to Google as well. And vice versa, any new events you add in Google, showing here. So basically, the two accounts are synchronized as if they were one. The advantage of checking the calendar in NutriAdmin is linking it with specific clients, such as I have my meeting with example client in here, and I can actually click on the link with this person. So imagine, all right, imagine now is this several months in the future, July. We have this example client calling here. So maybe maybe it's been several months, you don't remember who this person is, so you can just click on the event and there's a link to this person's profile. And it's very useful to have a link to directly who this person is and where you left off, because if you have hundreds of clients, organizing all this information manually can be a massive headache. So I can see all my private notes, questionnaires, data, reports, and appointments for this client, all the past history. There's a summary here as well that conveys all this information even quicker. And you can have the call with this client and continue to build on these private notes or questionnaires, make notes of any progress, etc. in here. So it's all synchronized. So that's all for today. Calendar is simple. Is simply pretty much every business, or especially nutritionist, you need to organize your events and your client data in a seamless way if possible. So we just built this functionality because we believe it's going to be very useful for any user of NutriAdmin. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can email me at diego@nutriadmin.com. I'm very happy to answer any queries. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice day.